Hello and welcome back to AutoCraft. My name's Alex, and we got some weird stuff going on in the shopping district. I had to start here just because I want to explain what's going on with this. It's actually a genius idea by Splashes. And if you don't know, Splashes is the one that's been doing a lot of this greenscaping. She also has Sabotage and these ancient debris palm trees, which are awesome. And she came up with the idea of doing some water on the mycelium to, well, kill off the mycelium. You can see it has begun to work. We have a lot of dirt, a lot less mycelium. And I'm guessing that with a little bit of time, we'll just have no more mycelium here. I think she did a flying machine. You have to check out her videos to see where or how she did it. But yeah, check out her videos to see. I'm going to have to look at it myself because I want to know how it was done. And that's a lot of water. So we'll have to look at that. And we're over here and we're going to check it in our shop. And we're going to see if we sold anything. We're not really worried about selling stuff because this place is basically just a front for our secret lair. Stone doubt. I doubt. Yeah, I don't. You know what? We're gonna skip over this. I don't think anything's gonna sell, and I didn't really finish stocking it like I said I was. So I got to do that too, and we'll do that today. But we got to do a few things. I think we're gonna do some piglin bartering. We'll do a farm with boss, and maybe we'll start on our fortress down in the Nether. I don't really know what we're gonna call it, and we're gonna try to hash out our name for our group finally. And I'm just gonna fly this way all the way back to my house. If you guys don't know, there's Magenta Bandit on the server, and they like to change things into magenta. I'm just checking in on my area here to see if anything has become magenta. And I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I think I'm going to tweak this smoke a little bit on here. You can kind of see it's a little bit of an angle and a little bit flat in places. It wasn't perfect, but I spent a lot of time reworking it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to call it where it is. And it did turn out really good. So I'm not complaining. I just want to do a little bit more to it. So I'll probably do that today as well. And we got a few more things we're going to do in just a little bit. So then I got pretty busy, and I want to catch you up on some of the things I've been trying to take care of. And well, the first thing I did was I went and got some leaves for my new shop. And I started off using the shears. And then I was like, wait a second, I have a diamond hoe or a netherite hoe, so I should be using that. And so once the shears broke, then I went ahead and switched over to the netherite hoe because obviously it works just as well, and I can repair it with mending. Which I guess I could do that with the shears as well. But anyway, I went at this for a little bit and got a few stacks of these oak leaves here. I also chopped down a few trees. But this swamp here is something that I haven't told you about, I don't think. And there's actually, I'm going to fly around here in a second. You'll see that there is 4 witch huts here in this swamp. And they're all kind of within a good proximity of each other. And I believe this server here, we're going to get together as a group and kind of mine out this entire huge area and make it a quad witch farm, which obviously would have insane rates. So it's something that we'll probably be working on in the distant future, something we're looking forward to doing. And then I went over to the shopping district once again to find Splashes doing some amazing redstone stuff, or soon to be amazing redstone stuff. She's working on some sort of a flooding flying machine, and she's going to flood the shopping district with a ton of water to make sure this mycelium does in fact go away, because what she had done previously wasn't enough. She was saying that the water had to be deeper, I think, to help get rid of the mycelium. So she's going to take care of that in the very near future when she finishes that machine. And then I flew on over to my newly created shop, which, as you know, is kind of a front for my underground area. And I went ahead and restocked some of my, or not restocked, but I stocked some of the leaves that I had because I hadn't stocked it yet. And then I was flying and I noticed all this dirt here on Boss's area. And it's kind of weird the way it's set up. I'm not really sure why it is or what it is. But then I also flew into the iron shop, which is also Boss's, and there's dirt over his sign. But I came in here to purchase some lanterns for my sewer that I've been working on. And I'll have to show you a little bit of the sewer. Got a small time lapse of that coming up in just a little bit. But yeah, so actually let's hop into the time lapse real quick. So I built up the sewer, and I just wanted to do an extension off of what I already had. I kind of neglected the road work a little bit, so I put the road down and got the sewer in, and then I went ahead and started putting some water in place and Then after I got the water in place, I got some bone meal and went ahead and kind of prettified threw some seaweed in the water here just to make it a little bit prettier. Now that I've got you caught up on what I've been up to, I am going to, well, I have something tragic to show. The shulker box unloading system I use back in my, oh, I guess I should show this. Yeah, this is the sewer. Anyway, back over here, and I'm gonna fly into this area. This automatic unloader system, it blew up. This is a shulker box unloader or item unloader. I can put whatever I want in it. And it unloads it and it starts putting it through the system. And as you can see, I have a lot of this thing filled up with stuff. And it's actually all the way to these last three. So I got to figure out what's going to go there. But I am completely sorted besides that. Anyway, I was sitting here waiting for things to sort through. And then suddenly there was a huge explosion. I'll show the clip. And so you can see in the clip there that the explosion blew up a lot. So I had to rebuild that. I just rebuilt it and almost exactly the way it was. But this is the underside of the shulker box unloader. Shulker box comes down here. And then once it's empty, that piston pushes it and then goes into the system. And then once the system is completely sorted, so once these last three things are full, then the shulker boxes will make it to actually probably to here because I don't have these heads really sorted out or anything. But this is where the shulker should end up or into the overflow here. So once I get those in, we'll be getting our overflow. So any item that's not sorted will come out here. So yeah, I didn't plan on having to show that explosion or anything like that, but that's what happened. And so now that we've taken care of fixing it, I'm gonna head over to the shopping district. I'm gonna meet up with the guys in the underground, and we should be figuring out our name. Here we are back in the underground headquarters. Don't really have a name for it yet, but this is my chair here, so I'm gonna hang out, wait for the guys to show up, and then we'll get to the meeting. All right, well, it looks like nobody's gonna show up. No, what happened was the guys, they just have too much going on right now, so they can't join us for the meeting. But I should probably put a plant there, huh? Or maybe it's a drink. Yeah, that's my drink. Yeah, sure. So the guys couldn't make it today for the meeting to figure out the name, so we'll have to worry about that next episode. Hopefully we can actually get together and do that. So I'm gonna head on out of here. All right, we're back over here on the top side, and just, we got some pink carpet here. And what we need to do now is actually I got Boss online. I couldn't get the other two guys online, but Boss is online. We're gonna go meet up with him in just a minute to go take care of a new farm. So let me go ahead and fly over to the portal, and then we'll head our way into the nether. All right, we're over here with Boss over here at our gold farm, which you can kind of see above me. And we're actually going to build a bartering trading piglin system thing. And we got all our stuff behind us to get going. So I think we're about to get building. What do you think about that?
Let's get it, man.
Let's
I
do
think
it.
it'll be fun. I'm excited to get what I refer to as free Blackstone.
Yes, that's why we're doing this.
I did a couple trades just to test it out when we upgraded, and like literally third trade, Piglin gave me 8 Blackstone.
Perfect.
So
that's what I want.
I was pretty
Blackstone.
stoked.
All right, so let's go ahead and we'll hop into a time lapse and get this thing built up.
Sweet, let's get it.
Go.
Here we are with the completed Piglin trading hall. Oh, well.
I knew you were going to do it. Oh, I knew it.
Basically, what we got going on with this build is we have trapped a ridiculous amount of piglins
16
in the walls here.
Woo.
It didn't take actually that long. The worst part about it was the enormous amount of rockets that we had to spend to fly up to get them to despawn and then down to spawn again.
It was a bit much.
So all of this is Alex's own personal design. So Alex, maybe you want to take us through just kind of what's happening?
Yeah, pretty simple redstone here. It's just a hopper clock. And what we do is essentially hopper clock activates these dispensers, dropping gold for each of these 8 guys on one side. And then once they're done, the hopper clock will flip over. And then the other side gets their gold. And we'll fly up to the top real quick just to show that. A super simple redstone here, as you know, all the redstoners always say. Yeah, so the redstone block powers these lines, activating the dispensers thanks to these target blocks. It was actually Boss's idea to use the target blocks this way, which genius. And yeah, that's it for the
Thanks,
redstone. And then, well, I guess there is some sorting, but this is just your typical impulse SV sorter. And we're actually not sorting this last one, so I can pull this out because the last one's just overflow. And so we have, was it 13 or 12, and then overflow. So we have 12 items. And then we overflow into this, which is all the potions and the boots and the books. And the string, because we don't care about string. We have plenty from our mob farms. So that's it. We have 2 sides, and we have the same items sorted on either side, just like a mirrored version of each other. And that's it for the whole redstone and how it really works.
Yeah, this place is nutty. Just to give you guys an idea, we have been here for a little while we were building and everything. And what we were doing is whenever we loaded a piglin into the system, we would give them some gold to start like their trading. And we haven't AFK'd at all whatsoever. I mean, this chest is already over halfway full with blackstone.
Yeah, that one's almost halfway.
Yeah, so I mean, we already have a double chest of blackstone, and like we've been here just while we were building it, 0 AFK whatsoever.
Yeah,
so
it seems to be working really well.
It's kind of nutty. And just to give you one last little glimpse of how crazy this is, 4.5 stacks of crying obsidian and 3.5 stacks of crying obsidian. Like, you can't mine this stuff, or I mean, you can't like make this stuff. You have to find it or get it out of this farm. So it's kind of crazy here. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Obviously, the decorations aren't done.
Yeah, it's just part 1. This is definitely just part 1. I guess I failed to mention that hopper clock system basically allows it to not back up. So it's got enough time in between cycles that each side's got enough time to clear out the hoppers. So we don't have to worry about anything getting backed up too much. At least we think. We'll have to do some testing to make sure. But as of now, it looks like it's not backed up at all. So yeah, this is it for part 1. Part 1 is complete. Just got done working with Boss on this awesome farm down here. And he's up there AFKing now. Oh, wait. All right, there we go. And so I wanted to come down here just one more time, check in on these guys, make sure nothing's overflowing. It looks like we are clear. I changed the timings on it a little bit, so it's a little bit slower, but you can see that these guys are relatively active. So once these guys finish over here, we'll come over this side, and they should be getting some gold. There it is. Perfect. All right, so yeah, that's how that works, and we're gonna head back towards the shopping district area right now. I noticed something on the end portal, and I'm gonna go check that out real quick and try to figure out what's going on. We are approaching the end portal sign, or the end portal. So this goes to the end, and there's a sign on the side of it, and I just noticed it. I don't know how long it's been here, or if anybody else has done this, but it says I might find treasure in the overworld at these coordinates. So I'm gonna break this. I wrote down the coordinates over here, so I'm gonna break this, and I'm gonna go to the overworld and figure out what those coordinates are. And my portal's just over here. Hopefully it's not nighttime. And I'm gonna figure out what those coordinates take me to. Okay, it took me to the shopping district. Is this what it? 559 13. Is it the? No, I thought this might be the shop. What is 55913 here? And then it's the Y was 86. There's nothing here. Did I miss something? Did I just get trolled? There's nothing here. Yeah, let me just go back to what I was doing before, and that is over here at my bookstore. Because we have that awesome new bartering system, we already have a whole bunch of Soul Speed 3 books, and I put them in right here. So I have to let the Discord know that that's what they're there. I'm actually going to take one for myself, put that on. And this one is a Soul, wait, caps is on. Soul Speed 3. Oh, and then we do this underneath as well. Perfect. And I got some white dye and done. Okay, so then I'm gonna already a white dye in there. Okay, so sweet. So there's that. I guess full speed 3. And I think there's some profits I should probably grab. Ooh, I'm actually getting really low on power. I saw a little bit of profits. And you know what? We'll leave it for now, and we'll have to worry about power 5 in a little bit as well. Oh, so I kind of figured out what the dirt's for. The dirt is to protect the shop from this flying contraption. Splash's plans on flooding this thing again. I guess the amount of water that was here before wasn't working that well, so she's going to come through with... What is that? More water. Is there something up here? Did somebody just place dirt randomly at my... What is this? Why is there dirt here? Oh, it's to keep the flower alive. Oh, that's so considerate. Oh my gosh. Oh, and that's dirt all around it too. Splashes, you're a genius. Thank you for that. Let me put that one there. Okay, cool. Wow, that is awesome. Z Traders opening soonish. All right, so maybe a new shop from Z. I don't know if it's in connection to that building. Maybe it is. I don't know. But it looks like a pretty cool build, so I hope I'm not spoiling anything. I do that every episode now. I kind of spoil something for somebody. But over here is this. What is this? Like a little pop-up store. It's covered in dirt to keep it safe from the water, but I don't know if the water would even affect any of this. Anyway, there's a book here, and it says, what the heck is this? Why am I not allowed to open the boxes? Why did he use the wrong "your" at the beginning? I didn't even notice it. All right, so it's a pop-up shop. It sells multiple pieces of netherite armor that have been fully enchanted. Why? Because netherite armor is ugly. So I think I am going to buy. I kind of want to show what's going on here. I'll put the dirt back in a second. I could use a shovel. All right, so there are some shulker boxes placed upside down, so they can't open them. And, well, there's no ender chest. Actually, I'll just use the one I have. Here we go. All right, boom, boom. And it says it's 60 diamonds, I believe. Right, yeah, 60 diamonds. Okay, so let's deposit our 60 diamonds, and we're gonna take, I don't know, the left one. Why not? All right, so we need a few more diamonds here. Boom, perfect. Put that back away, and it's 60 diamonds, and we're gonna take this guy right here. Whoop. All right, let's open it. Okay, so we got some tights. All right, fire protection 4, good, good. Unbreaking, highest in the room. It's not fully fixed though. It's weird. And then some soggy socks, which has soul speed 3 on it, which is perfect. I don't need to use this book now, and I actually think, what do my boots have? They have blast protection as well, so I might have just gotten the exact same pair of boots, except for this one has soul speed. Okay, so let's do that. We upgraded our boosters now. How awesome is that? And then one netherite scrap. I'm really curious to what's in there, if there's more than a scrap in there. But either way, I mean, I got some pretty good gear because I don't have any backup gear. At least I don't have backup netherite gear. And I also got a shulker box, so that worked out pretty good. Now, let me cover this back up. I don't think the water would affect this place, but just in case, we'll make sure that we do our part to cover this back up. All right, that's going to do it for today's episode. Really appreciate you guys watching this. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. All that good YouTube stuff. I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time.